Is that spike important? Maybe he did get spiked. Or speared. The ramrod is the only thing I can think of, which does have a spiky end to it. So maybe against all odds he got speared. Let me double check actual death again. Actually, let me check the steward's death again. Let me try to find the aftermath. I really don't want to look this up. I really want to get it, but I'm just so confused. Okay, this guy's holding a ramrod. There might still be one missing that was here a second ago. I just don't know where the fucking body is. It's so strange because he was behind this guy. So the fact that there's just no body I can see is really strange, you know? But on the map it's listed as corpses. So we should be here. I'm so confused. Okay, no, the ramrod is still on the floor, so it doesn't really seem like it was that. There's another one back here, though. It's wild that I can't identify a body at the time of death, that the body... Oh, I can get back here all of a sudden. There's just a splotch of blood. And this guy. Where the fuck did he go? Am I crazy? Where is he? Did he get smeared across the wall? I feel like I tried any variant that would be as well. I had him be crushed by so many different things. He's alive, actually. Gotcha. I'm so confused. I'm so confused. We're so close to the end and I'm so confused. I'm not crazy, right? It's just these last two. Everything else is in bargain, right? Locked in. Locked in. Locked in. Locked in. Locked in. Locked in. Slight question mark, but I checked and double checked. I don't know what else that could be. I could try swapping and saying this guy is Shirley and the other guy is the steward, but I don't think that's going to be it. Yep, nope. God, I hate to do this. And if it turns out that I'm actually being dumb, I'm going to hate it even more. I'll feel a little justified if I look it up and I'm like, well, that's silly. I'm just going to look up George Shirley. God, I hate this. I hate this. This goes against everything I want. But I'm so baffled by the fact this isn't working. Hang on. No, let me do one more roundabout check. I want to check this room one more time. Maybe even this room. Is there anything I can just see? Can I just see anything else? Is there a corpse in this room? No. Use the force there a little bit. That's fun. I want to see if I can get a better angle. looking down off the side to see if I could see more remains. I don't know, man. All right, I feel like I've done my due diligence. What the hell? Okay, not only are people confused by George Shirley, there's also apparently multiple correct answers, including blasted by a cannon by a terrible beast. So, what the fuck's going on over here? Are you not Zungi Sathi? I double-checked everything else is locked in, right? Locked in, unknown. Everything else is locked in. And I got a pair last time, so I assume this last pair is also going to be confirmed together. So what's wrong with the Sathi thing? Am I wrong about that? Let me double check this as well, because I'm very confident about that one too. Ah, shit. Okay, hang on. I feel bad if I'd been a little more diligent. I might have been able to get this. But I will continue to do my due diligence, double check. I feel good that I wasn't crazy about George Shirley. I feel bad that even after double checking, I actually did get this one wrong. But the logic I used, I think, makes perfect sense. It seemed like he was bleeding out the whole time. So I assumed he just bled. He got to here before he bled out. But there's a large burst of blood. On account of that gun over there. That one I would... I feel bad for looking it up. That one would have taken me a really long time to find. So I do feel bad, but also for the sake of keeping this Let's Play going, I concede that point, even though I wish I could have gotten it all. Damn! Down to one, because I was right about Shirley the whole time. Damn. That's a all currently solvable fates correct. What a streak of mud on my otherwise sterling reputation in this game. That's a real bummer. But hey, we got to 58. Let's not let it get us down. We are closing in on the end here. There's nothing left to do on the Obra Dinn. let's head out. Sorry, man. I almost let myself believe that you bled out on account of this massive blood trail. But, damn. Yeah, I don't know when I would have been able to figure that out. I think if things had just been confirmed in a different order, and I was able to be more confident about George, because I looked it up, a lot of people are confused about George because the corpse is not there. So the fact that it's like, here's where the corpses are found, except one of them isn't there actually. I'm not the only one who was thrown off by that, but that also led me to believe, well, then I'm doing something wrong. And it was like, no, you got it right. It was just a weird thing happening. You needed to go double check the other work that you were more confident in. I feel like if things had just played out slightly differently, I would have known to really be zeroing in on Sathi instead of Shirley. So that's a bummer of a way to end, but
Storm's nearly about, so we won't be coming back.
Let's move on. Thank you, Kraken. Thank you for your patience. I know that took a while.
Finally. Sit down so you don't fall out.
1 week later. The Honorable East India Company insurance assessment for the good ship Obra Dinn, victim of calamitous events at sea, prepared for the Company Office of Investigation. 23 pages. Ship damaged in squall, Atlantic, sunk in storm, Falmouth, payout claimed, £20,000. Cargo, Company, all cargo lost, payout claimed, £5,000. Cargo, Crown, all cargo lost, payout claimed for restitution, £3,000. We have the captain dying from suicide, criminal findings, murdered four crewmates, estate forfeited to the Crown. Hoskett, attempted mutiny, fined £25, estate fined £25. Nichols, attempted mutiny, theft of cargo, murder of two crewmates, estimated fine £100, or estate fined. Perrott, fate unknown, no claim made. Davies, I'm skipping past the fate since it's what we already figured out. Murder of crewmate, 1, estate fined £15. Finding someone, I get that it's not actually them, it's the estate, but finding somebody £15 over a murder is wild. That's it. Alfred Klestel, the bosun, findings of merit, exceptional performance of duties, estate awarded outstanding wages and reward, £70. Charles Minor, murder of crewmate 1, estate unknown, expense claim £15. Henry Evans, alive, findings of demerit, abandonment of crew and vessel, estate awarded outstanding wages £50. Okay, even though he only got demerits. James Wallace, merit, extraordinary valor, estate awarded outstanding wages and reward £50. Winston Smith, extraordinary valor, awarded outstanding wages and reward £60. Marcus Gibbs, estate unknown, donated to pension fund £30. He deserved extraordinary merit though, extraordinary valor. Thomas Sefton, estate awarded outstanding wages of £40. Emilio Farrell, outstanding exceptional performance of duties, estate awarded outstanding wages and reward £40. Christian Wolf, exceptional performance of duties, £70. Weater, murder of crewmate 1, attempted mutiny, fine £50. Duncan McKay, abandonment of crew and vessel, estate awarded outstanding wages £50. Dalton awarded £30. Spratt awarded £50. Hoskett, no claim made. Pasqua, no claims made. Jackson, murder of crewmate, findings of demerit, abandonment of crew and vessel, £35. Is it abandonment of crew if you're a passenger? That feels like a little bit of a loophole there. Jane Bird, findings of demerit, abandonment of crew and vessel, fined £10. No claim made for Lim. Murder of crewmate from Bang, expense claim £25. Murder of crewmate 1 from Chio Tan, expense claim £25. Hak Sung Lu, no claim made. Glad to know we were able to essentially clear his name. There's no demerits for murder on him. Sathi, awarded £35. Doll, unknown, no claim made. Moss, exceptional performance of duties, outstanding wages and reward for £45. If this is boring, I apologize, but I would need to read it all because it's content. Galligan, attempted mutiny, theft of cargo, fined £50. Anderson, awarded £10. James, no claim made, but abandonment of crew and vessel. Milroy, out of extraordinary valor, £40. Lank, £30. Hershtick, extraordinary valor, exceptional performance of duties, £50. Omid, exceptional performance of duties, £35. Boutemont, extraordinary valor, £35. Huang Li, exceptional performance of duties, £35. Zhang, extraordinary valor, £35. Hong, attempted mutiny, theft of cargo, £50. Li, extraordinary valor, exceptional performance of duties, £45. Botteril, £25. Maba, extraordinary valor, exceptional performance of duties, estate unknown, outstanding wages and reward donated to pension fund, £45. Walker, attempted mutiny, £25. Volkov, murder of crewmate, £15. Nikishin, theft of cargo and attempted mutiny, £50. Toporov, theft of cargo, attempted mutiny, £50. Peters, murder of crewmate 1, findings of demerit, abandonment of crew and vessel, £25. Lars, £15. Naples, exceptional performance of duties, estate awarded, outstanding wages and reward, £25. Rajub, donated to pension fund, £15. Akbar, estate awarded, outstanding wages for exceptional performance of duties, £25. Wasim, exceptional performance of duties, £25. Saeed, £15. Diom, exceptional performance of duties, donated to pension fund, £25. Brennan, murder of crewmate 1, attempted mutiny, £50. Booth, abandonment of crew and vessel, £5. O'Hagan, attempted mutiny, theft of cargo, £50. Shirley, extraordinary valor, £25. Peters, £15. A preliminary draft of this assessment has been approved by the Royal Trade Guarantor. Total claims, £29,195. On behalf of the Honourable East India Company, I certify all statements as accurate and declare this matter closed in its entirety. Oh, I'm the HEIC Chief Inspector. I don't know if I could say closed in its entirety, but Angel Glabe. I have no idea what name that's supposed to be, but that's what this is. The pocket watch remains in your possession. The book returns to its original owner, Henry Evans in Morocco, as requested. But what about that last chapter, though? 1 year later. Ah, yes. Just tea, thank you. Hey.
Coming. Oh, goodness.
I don't like that I can't look behind me.
You know, you should be out in his bed. Right, well, take yourself home then. And tell Arthur I said hello.
I'd love to turn around.
Package at this hour.
Oh, okay.
Oh, the thing smells just dreadful. Better you don't open it inside.
Is it going to be the fucking corpses so I can use the compass?
I'll be turning in now. Tea's in the kitchen if you need more.
It's going to be a skull. Maybe 2 skulls. Chief Inspector, I write to you with the unfortunate news that Dr. Evans has passed away. He succumbed to his illness shortly after receiving your package. He was very pleased with your correspondence and asked that his gratitude be expressed by returning the book to you, along with the means to complete it. As for the three of us that remain, the Obra Dinn is a distant memory and a dreadful chapter in our lives that we wish to forget. Do not write back. Regards, Jane Bird. This tale belongs to you now. Please finish it, Henry Evans. And that disclaimer is gone. So, why don't we see what's in this strange little package, huh? Probably not a skull, but I'm guessing a bone. Or a hand? I don't even know what that is. You thought? Nah, I needed to do that one last time. Alright, let's figure this thing out.
There you are. Collect your things. Where's the key? To that door. Gone. Yeah. There's no time. We need to go. Right. There you go. What are you up to? Nothing good.
Shit. Is that the monkey? Why the monkey? Samuel, why'd you shoot the fucking monkey? What the fuck, dude? Alright, there's Philip. Oh, he got spiked. The last Captain guy. Officer. Yeah, it's a monkey's paw. A friendly but not entirely pleasant monkey companion was sacrificed in the pursuit of knowledge. 2 others were there, including Paul. I didn't see Paul in there. He must have been outside the window. Where did we last leave Paul? Oh, he was trying to get away. Along with Henry. Interesting. Okay. Yep.
A third shell. The captain didn't toss them all. Leave it. Help me lift this.
Guys, I don't know what's going on there, but...
Well, you free.
Oh, interesting.
Give it a shell. Eh? Do it. Hoist it out. To the main deck. Throw it over. Lock the door when you leave. Get the tail, boy.
Is it the fucking mermaids? What do they got in there? I thought it was going to be like weird crab things, but it might be the mermaids.
The ship.
But he did get spiked, it looked like.
The Obra Dinn. See it home.
I guess that technically happened. Okay, so yeah, the chest, and then yeah, it seems like they... Oh, yeah, it was a mermaid, okay. And that was probably the shiny thing, off the coast, I imagine. Yeah, well, had you been dead for a while? Hard to tell. I didn't hear your name. Did I say name? Why did I say that? I don't know, man. But I know who you are. You are Martin. And you got spiked by... I don't know if I want to call it a terrible beast anymore. Seems like it didn't have a lot of choice in the matter of, you know, being kidnapped and everything. Oh, word? I could have sworn it was going to be Philip, but maybe it's more mermaids. Jeez. Oh, they called the Kraken. Presumably. I don't even know if he has proof of that. Oh, he has the thingy. Oh, they're all shell. All the shiny things are just shells. They're cool looking shells. Okay. Maybe they did call the Kraken. The captain did come in here to do this, and then the Kraken, it does seem, went away, so maybe that is what it is. But still, maybe we shouldn't have imprisoned sentient creatures in the evil water dungeon. Maybe they have a right to be upset about that. I don't know. Who's to say? I'm the chief inspector. A captured beast fought against its jailer and was speared for the trouble. Oh, great. There's a lot.
Call it off, damn you! This is your Kraken! You brought it here! Send it back!
Bad, dude. Maybe we shouldn't have imprisoned sapient creatures in the water dungeon. Maybe that was a bad idea. And also just extra fucked up of like, I know he cut a guy's leg off, that's bad, but throw him with the bloodthirsty monsters in the same dungeon as them, who also have a right to be specifically upset at us, despite how bloodthirsty they are. It's fucked, dude. It's bad. The unholy creature's defiant shrieks were greeted with a fatal bullet. There we go.
What's this? Quicksilver.
I don't know if I'm interpreting this correctly. It really sounds like he was like, what's this mysterious substance? Let me get my hands all over... Ah! Ow! Ow! The mysterious substance! This acidic, strange substance. It's burning! It's burning me! Ow! Stop it! Like, yeah, that sucks, dude. But, don't go touching mysterious substances randomly. Also, he was the one complaining about how this was super cursed and we shouldn't be doing any of this. Why was he the first one to be like, ooh, shiny cursed object. I wonder what'll happen if... Ow, ow, ow. Oh no, ow. Come on. Given what happens to Bang, I might classify that as burning to death, but it's a little bit hard to tell. But we do know you are Philip. I don't think cursed is an option here. It's probably burned, I think, is our best bet. Boom. Well done. All fates correct. There we go. Yeah, I'd like to leave now, please. This is bad vibes. Don't like it here. Another one down. Wait, why was the bookend not up against the... Sorry, that's a really silly detail that bothers me a lot of the end. Nice. The implication being, we got the book in the mail. Well done, Lucas Pope. But I know I'm for my dad. Yeah, I saw that when at the beginning when I was looking through the credits. The idea of I just got this book in the mail. I'm going to solve the mystery right away, and then I walk over to my bookshelf where I've already the bookends have already moved in such a way that there's a space for the book, even though the whole point of those is that you push them up against the edge of the bookshelf. It's it's a silly thing to be like, wait a second, but I had to point it out. That game was fucking great. I loved this. This was incredible. And it is absolutely in that same vein of Outer Wilds. I said at the beginning of the... Oh yeah, let's look at some voice acting. I thought it was very... I'm assuming I'm not going to see any big names in here. I'm guessing that these are mostly indie actors. Some of them might even be friends of the developer. But they did a solid job. I really enjoyed it. This game was really fun. I really, really liked it. It's not the same game as Outer Wilds, obviously, but yeah, after Outer Wilds, I looked up like, are there any other games out there that might kind of scratch that itch a little bit? And this was listed, and I think it absolutely fits the bill. I think this and Outer Wilds fit into a genre that I'm inventing right now that other people have probably brought up before, but I have thought about it, and they're games that I would term discovery games, which is not the same as just like open world where you get to like walk around, because a lot of open world games, it's still like there's a main plot and I don't know, that's a silly thing to say because there's a main plot in this game in Outer Wilds as well, but like a core aspect of the experience is use the environment and the clues around you to figure out a thing that has happened. It's like an investigation game in a really interesting way, but it's also not like, it's not Ace Attorney. It's a really interesting genre of just setting you loose in a world and saying, all right, the whole point of the game is figure out what happened. I think that's such a fun concept of a game, and the fact that I got to do this so soon after Outer Wilds, it's like, ooh, I need more. Now I'm hooked on like that as a genre. So yeah, I have a couple other, I don't know if they fit into that discovery aspect, but I have a couple other games coming down the barrel that I'm hoping will give similar energy. Thank you for playing. You're very welcome. This game was awesome. This game was just a blast. It's also another reason why I think it fits in the same genre as Outer Wilds. Is it's another game where you can really only play it once. You might, after like 5 years, I could probably pick this up again and go through it again, and it would still feel pretty fresh. But there would be little details where I'm like, oh yeah, this guy, that's what happened to this guy. It's not the first thing you expect. It's actually this extra thing. Sathi getting shot instead of bleeding out from the spikes will haunt me forever. I'm definitely not going to forget that, even if I end up playing this game a long time from now. But yeah, I'm sad at myself. Not even mad at myself. I'm just sad at myself because this is not the game's fault. I feel like if it was anybody but Shirley to be one of the final two, I probably would have just double checked a little bit closer Suthi's death and eventually have been able to figure it out. But it's the fact that Shirley's body is not visible anywhere just throws everything off a little bit. So I was like, okay, if there's something wrong, it has to be this. I thought it was really interesting. Looking up the Shirley thing, I found out the interesting detail of like there are multiple right answers to some, which I think is actually really nice, being a little bit lenient in that regard. If there's ever kind of a gray area, I think is a good way to do it. Instead of being like super strict of like, technically that's not what happened. Whereas with Suthi, it was like, no, he got shot through the heart by a bullet. That is what killed him. It might take you a while to figure that out, but that's definitely what happened. So like, I'm not mad about that. I'm just bummed that because I left him down to one of the last two, I was so focused on the other one that I didn't think I could be getting anything wrong about Suthi, whereas in a slightly different circumstance, I would have put more investigation on that before throwing in the towel. So, that very slight complaint aside, holy shit, this game's so good. The vibes are great, the art style is really, really fun. The monochromatic aspect of it is really neat. Music is so much fun. I think plot-wise, I would say the bargain chapter was not as grand of a revelation as I was hoping for. It was pretty much exactly what I expected and almost no surprises. The monkey was the only thing that was... I assume what it was is because it had the rope tied to it. Henry Evans specifically was like, something needs to die and I have a piece of its corpse for me to figure out what happened in there. But it's a bummer that you had to shoot a monkey for it. And then, yeah, just the idea of like, what's the super terrible mysterious thing that happened? Oh, the captain who we already knew was an asshole killed some of the mermaids that had already murdered several other crew members. Not to say the mermaids are like the horrible evil antagonists and the humans did nothing wrong, but just the idea of like, oh yeah, okay, that's not like a super huge shocking thing after we've seen like 20 other murders already. So the fact that the game begins with that grand mystery of what happened in the bargain chapter, and the reveal is like pretty much exactly what you would, if someone said, why don't you take a wild guess, they probably would guess almost exactly that. Maybe not specifically, oh, it's mermaids, but like, we already know there's something locked in the break because they mentioned when they put Philip in there, throw him in there with those things. And then we know the captain was like, yeah, I did something that made the Kraken go away. If anything, I thought he was going to do some weird, spooky ritual that required sacrificing several crew members. It's almost like, honestly, a little bit disappointing that it was just such a mundane thing of like, the mermaids are calling the Kraken. I'll threaten to kill the mermaids, and I will kill some of them. That did it. I don't know. But yeah, it was also just really, really interesting of like getting a feel for certain crew members, of like that third shipman. I already forgot his name, unfortunately, but that third mate, you can tell is really concerned about his steward, really like sad and upset when his steward gets hurt. Seems to be really upset when other people are in trouble. And so the reveal that at the end he actually helped rescue one of the mermaids was like, feels consistent with all the clues we got about what his personality was. And then, yeah, there were some, I had to do a little bit cheesing, a little bit of guesswork towards the end, which I kind of expected. But man, the two eureka moments of figuring out who the carpenter is and me realizing, oh, I need to be looking around the environment and paying attention to other details that I didn't think would be relevant. That, and then the fucking tattoo on the arm. I'm so proud of that. I'm so happy that I got that. Which then in turn turned around into, all right, let's check all the other hammocks. Never thought the footwear on all the top men was going to be the answer, but that did help me narrow all those down. This is such a well-knit game, such a tightly knit game that's done so well. It's being compared to Outer Wilds is a phenomenal compliment to receive, and there's so many ways in which I look at this game and I go, oh, that reminds me of how I felt when I was playing Outer Wilds. And in a weird way, I think I prefer Outer Wilds just because the space exploration theme is very near and dear to me. That's something that I already was super passionate about, whereas pirates and being on a ship on the high seas, it's a fun vibe, but it's not like catered directly to me. It's not like specifically something that I like seek out. But I will also say, because this game is shorter and it's just this one ship, that also leads to fewer moments of frustration in comparison with Outer Wilds. There were like 3 or 4 moments where I felt really, really stuck in Outer Wilds, even though I was like trying my best to piece everything together and figure everything out. This game only had one right at the end. Now, I never looked up anything. I never had to look anything up for Outer Wilds, and so I'm disappointed in myself that I did have to throw in the towel right at the end. But beat for beat, I was feeling less frustrated with this game, just because it's shorter, it's a smaller mystery. I think there's absolutely something to that feels really good and fun, and it goes down smooth. Whereas Outer Wilds is like, that's an undertaking. That game, I love that game to death. I think it's in my top 10, but like you got to put a lot of work into it. Whereas Obra Dinn, I got this done in 3 sessions, and then I'm out. And I loved it. I loved pretty much every minute of it. And the only minutes I didn't love were the ones where I got a little bit unlucky. I wouldn't even call it the game's fault. I just got a little unlucky. Because, yeah, again, if it had been Sathi and any other person, I think I probably would have been able to narrow down, okay, something's wrong about Sathi. But George Shirley was in such a weird spot that I was like, okay, then it's got to be something wrong with him. But yeah, this game was so... I was telling someone this week, I started this game, and they're a very good friend of mine, and they said, I've heard a couple things about that game, and it sounds really up your alley. And I was like, yep, definitely is. It absolutely is. This game fucking rocks. All right, I think that's where I'll call for tonight. I need to check out... okay, so just credits. Wait, then what was the anchor? I thought I figured... Oh, it's the settings. Okay. I need to check to see if Lucas Pope has done anything else, because I want more of this. I don't want the same thing, and I feel like I would have heard if there were a same thing. Return of the other ship in the 1800s. I don't think that such a thing has happened yet. A spiritual sequel in that regard. But like, shit, man. This is quite the sample of your work. So if you've got anything else for me, I am here for it. Yeah, I think those are most of my thoughts. This game's fucking great. What a joy. Yeah, I think that's where I gotta leave it. That's it for tonight. And by that I mean that's it for the whole Let's Play. Have a safe trip home, everybody.